Hello, my diamonds and my Teletubbies. You notice that I have my glasses here because I really appreciated this video with this young lady. She says, my problem with hoes, 304s, is that they never tell you the whole story. They never do. They try to glamorize it and make it look like, look at all the money I'm making. I'm living my best life. I'm buying Louis Vuitton bags. But they never tell you the whole story. Let me share this with you. And then let's come back. This is for critical review, educational and reaction purposes. As you know, my channel is all about current information. It's about keeping you current. It's about... My channel is always about awareness. So please show your support for awareness. If nothing else, at least just for awareness, by giving this video a thumbs up. Yeah, let me share this with you.
So one of my main problems with hoes or people who push the hoe agenda is that they never tell you the side effects of being a hoe. They never brag about their STDs. They brag about how much fun they had when they went to Jamaica. They brag about how much freedom they feel like they have, how liberated they feel like they are, but they never talk about their STDs. They never talk about the treatment that they got. They never talk about the pills they had to take for how many days, how many weeks. They never talked about when they initially got HIV and how their body, reacted to it. They never talk about, how every few months they have outbreaks. They never talk about their STDs. But they're steady trying to push hookup culture and trying to tell you how you need to clean your vagina so that, it's smelling right for the next man. They never tell you, the side effects. I just find that very interesting. Tell us the whole story, please. Please tell us the whole story. So one of my main problems with hoes or people who push the hoe agenda is that they never tell you the side effects of being a hoe. They never brag about their STDs. They brag about how much fun they had when they went to Jamaica. They brag about how much freedom they feel like they have, how liberated they feel like they are, but they never talk about their STDs. They never talk about the treatment that they got. They never talk about the pills they had to take for how many days, how many weeks. They never talked about when they initially got HIV and how their body, reacted to it. They never talk about, how every few months they have outbreaks. They never talk about their STDs. But they're steady trying to push hookup culture and trying to tell you how you need to clean your vagina so that, it's smelling right for the next man. They never tell you, the side effects. I just find that very interesting. Tell us the whole story, please. All the women on Hoe Talk, please tell us the whole story. So,
yeah, they actually have a channel. It's called Hoe Talks. It's right on TikTok, and it's called Hoe Talks. And then they have these 304 talks. Like she said, they never tell you the truth about what's up with that. And then they never tell you the truth about, do we know what STDs stand for? It's not just sexually transmitted diseases. Oh, no. It's about sexually transmitted demons. These men, you have to ask yourself, what is your body count? Because based on how many women they've slept with, mostly 304s, they're taking on this energy from these 304s and they're injecting that into you. And then you wonder why you have so much anxiety. Why are you so depressed? Why is my moods always changing? I'm flipping out. Yeah. They never tell you about that. I still have to focus on a lot of the women who don't understand why you can't sleep. Why you have so much anxiety. Why are you always pissed off all the time. You need to check that dude that you laying up with. He may have sex with you, once a month, every 2 weeks? He's still injecting that demon juice inside of you. sexually transmitted demons. It's real. It's real, baby. And then I'm reading the comments, and this person has 5,445 people who agree with their comment. They said, herpes and HPV, HIV, they don't go away. Fathers, you need to protect your children, your girls, from the influence of these 304s on TikTok. And then another person who she gets it. She says STDs leads to depression, anxiety, drug usage, all of that, child. She says child, C-H-I-L-E. All of that, child. Yeah, you wonder why you sit up here all of a sudden you doing certain things. Yeah, he's injecting that demon juice inside of you. This woman, another woman, she says, they never want to talk about it because it requires that you take accountability to go to the doctor. They're continuing to inject this inside of your body, and they don't have to take a hoe. Is what a hoe? You can't trust a hoe. Like I tell women, men say that I can't trust a hoe. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't turn a hoe into a wife. You can't turn a man who's a hoe into a husband. He'll sleep with your mother, your brother, your cousin, and all the above. Are you serious? Another woman makes a very valid point. She says, this is the side effect of 80%, I say 85, of women that's sleeping around with the same type of dude. They're sleeping around with the same type of Tyrone. Another person, this is a man. His name is Dark Man. He says, I can tell you from experience, from working with these hoes, they have all types of STDs. Believe me when I tell you, I would take them to the doctor, he said, and they have everything like herpes, gonorrhea, HPV, and this is what this man is saying. And the girl says, wow, thank you so much, my brother, for letting us know the truth. Now, I think that we are all educated to know that condoms, they can be effective in preventing many sexually transmitted diseases, but they don't protect you from sexually transmitted demons. They don't. But they do not provide complete protection against all of them. Let me tell you about some STDs that condoms do not. Are you listening to me? Condoms do not protect you against HP, not HI, HPV. That's that HPV. It can be transmitted through skin-to-skin contact, even if condoms are used. What about genital herpes? Herpes simplex virus, HSV, it can cause lesions that may extend beyond the area covered by condoms because, again, that's skin-on-skin action. Are you girls waking up? And then they have this Molocos contagion. That's a new one for me, honey. That's something even new out here, girl. Okay, this viral infection, it causes small raised bumps on the skin that can be transmitted through, okay, I already said it. Skin-to-skin action. Syphilis. I didn't know that. This is a new one for me. Really? I thought if you were condoms, you could be protected from syphilis. The initial things about syphilis, it can appear in areas that's not covered by condoms. It's skin on skin. What? What syphilis? I thought what syphilis could cause you to go blind. That's craziness. And then you have hepatitis B and hepatitis C. Now these viruses, it can be transmitted through blood, semen, just as semen, and vaginal fluids. And condoms will not prevent this transmission. So for all of you ladies who think, well, I use condoms, most of the times, let me tell you something about these men who go to 304. They don't use no condom when it comes to oral. My ex-husband, that man gave me trichomonas, or was it chlamydia? No, he gave me trich. He gave me trich because he was always going to these 304s. That's why my marriage ended also, because I just refused to smoke crack. I refused to use drugs. And he wanted women who was going to engage in smoke. I drank. I did my drinking thing, but it wasn't enough for him, honey. I had to probably drink every day, every other day, every week, every month to keep this man. No. I did my drinking when I wanted to try to let my guard down. You know, because I'm always guarded. But I wanted to just let my guard down. And then I had cocktails to try to loosen up, you know, so you could be like this freak of the week. I don't have to be a freak of the week with alcohol. My Venus is in Pisces. They don't get no more freakier than that. But with this character, the husband that I had, my second one anyway, he wanted me to, you know, he wanted me to be like these 304s. He wanted me to smoke crack, crystal meth, shoot up heroin, abuse medications, you know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because show me where a man spends his money, and I'll show you what he values and what's important to him. He was cheap and stingy when it came to me, but he would spend hundreds, thousands upon thousands of dollars when it came to 304s and thoughts and street women, women who are for the streets. He would spend all of his money for that. When it came to me, because I chose not to use drugs, he wasn't satisfied with me. It is what it is. Oh, well. And the thing is, when it comes to condoms, condoms do not prevent, and they're not as effective to prevent you from catching STDs 100%. Come on. They're just not. And when it comes to sloppy toppies, I am so proud to say I've never let a man bust in my mouth. No, you want to do sloppy toppy and you want to go 100%? That's why they have grape condoms. They have flavored condoms. You will not be treating my mouth like a toilet bowl. And that's something I'm just so proud of myself with. And my ex-husband, he knew all of the men who have ever been with me, they will vouch for me on that one. That girl never let nobody bust in her mouth without a condom. You want to take it from A to Z? We're going to put on some grape, some vanilla, or some no. I know all about STDs, and you want to try to put that inside of my mouth, chlamydia, trichomonas, all the above, and then I'm supposed to go around and kiss my family, my children, my loved ones? That's not going to happen. Is that the reason why they cheated? Because they was like, I found a woman who was willing to let me, you know, go all the way. Because women who let men do all of that 100%, they still get cheated on. She sat up there and let you bust inside of her mouth. No protection, no kind of filter, no nothing. What? And you still dog, excuse my French, you still dog the F out of her. So you see, I was smart, baby. I was smart enough to know. Like that dusty husband of mine. He gave me chlamydia. If I would have been doing oral sex with him raw, I would have had chlamydia in my mouth. No, I'm not doing that. He already knew what time it was with that. And don't you try to sneak it, nigga. Because I know when a man is getting ready to ejaculate, because I know how the vein in his eggplant or his pickle, I know how it works. And he also knew, don't you ever try to sneak that one on me, baby, and still eat food in my house? You want to eat food in my house? Don't you ever try to freaking treat my mouth like I'm a toilet bowl. You crazy as hell. So, of course, they all respected me. They never treated me like that. They know that SheilaTruelove. I'm not playing, yo, son. I think it's because, like my second husband, he kept treating me like I was, you know how a prima donna? Like there's certain ways that they don't do certain things with you because you're my wife. You're my wife. You're like this perfect woman and whatever, child. What about I'm a freak too? He never understood that part. If anybody should have cheated, it should have been me. I never cheated in my life, and I never would. Why? Because don't do to people what you don't want done to you. Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's my motto. That's the way I live. But honey, if anybody should have been cheating, it should have been me. Because I had that, my freak, yeah, a freak on down, on the down, yeah, I had all that freak shit. Excuse my French. But I wasn't allowed to have that when it came to my husband because he wanted to treat me like this prima donna and I don't do certain things with my wife. Oh, ciao, bye. But like I said, here we go. Like I said, everybody sits up here and they try to make everything look like it's gravy and everything is so great. But like this beautiful lady says, here we go.
So one of my main problems with hoes or people who push the hoe agenda is that they never tell you the side effects of being a hoe. They never brag about their STDs. They brag about how much fun they had when they went to Jamaica. They brag about how much freedom they feel like they have, how liberated they feel like they are, but they never talk about their STDs. They never talk about the treatment that they got. They never talk about the pills they had to take for how many days, how many weeks. They never talked about when they initially got HIV and how their body, reacted to it. They never talk about, how every few months they have outbreaks. They never talk about their STDs. But they're steady trying to push hookup culture and trying to tell you how you need to clean your vagina so that, it's smelling right for the next man. They never tell you, the side effects. I just find that very interesting. Tell us the whole story, please. All the women on Ho Talk, please tell us the whole story. So one of my main problems with hoes.
And it's like I said, my beautiful diamonds and my Teletubbies, no, I'm never going to let a man turn me into their personal toilet bowl. That's never going to happen, not with me. And I'm just so glad and I'm happy that I shared this video with you, with this young lady. They don't tell you the whole story, honey, when it comes to how you're willing to do this for a man and do that for a man. And what does that get you? Does that get you somebody who is loyal? He's just going to realize, oh my God, I have an amazing... No. He's going to get you a mouthful of STDs. He's going to give you, sexually transmitted demons. That's why you're going through mood swings. That's why you find yourself depressed so much. And you know truly that's not your character. That's why you have all of this anxiety, because he's injecting in you that demon juice that he got from that other woman. Or whatever other woman that he's laying up with. That's what's going on. I'm just so glad that I was able to share this with you. Like I said, this is all about awareness. So show your support for awareness by giving this video a thumbs up. Like I said, that's what I do. I give information, current events, what's going on currently, and awareness. It is what it is. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.